Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I'm going to take the colours from this amazing heart that I did last month and try and create, I'm going to say try, those of you that have followed me, you know, my attempts to create something deliberately can have interesting results, put it that way. But what I'm looking to create is a sort of like a wing paw that turns out like a heart. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some positive space. Everyone calls it negative space and it just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to put some positive space onto this canvas, and what this creates is it's kind of like a fun water slide for the paint. A friend of mine's just built a big slippery slide at her property. It's 45 meters long, so that's about 50 yards long, and she's got a hill on one part of her property, and she's just had some fun in it. So we've still got to get up there and go have a play, but that's looks amazing. So what I'm creating here is a slippery side for my paint. It just takes away the friction. It covers up the whole canvas so that it's got paint on it no matter what I do from here on in. We have a painted canvas. Oh look, I could sell it. Do you think anyone would buy it? We could call it Snowstorm. I know someone who'd be keen for that. Anyway, so the next thing I'm going to do is prop up underneath this side of my canvas. I've got stationary pins, you know, the plastic, these things, under each corner, and that keeps the edges from sitting down in puddles of paint, and it allows all of that to just have ease. Why am I propping it up? Because I want the paint to run. The paint will, you know, if I just pour it in one spot, I'll get this lovely round thing. As much as I'm doing a spiral pour, I want it to run away from me. I'd like to create that point of the love heart. So next step is to fill up my tin. I'm not looking to get this is where the fun part comes in. I'm not looking to get a perfectly round result, and I'm not looking to get angel wings. I'm looking to create an open, sort of like there's a ring of color with white in the middle. So this could turn out really cool, or it could turn out really crappy. What colors am I using? I'm going to use the same colors as I used in that heart, which include Payne's Grey, which is like a blue-black. It is a blue-black. Just, I thought I had mixed all these up to the right consistency, but I mix a whole tube at once, guys, and put them in these airtight containers that I've recycled from my kitchen. So that way they last long enough for me to use them mostly. I'm using gold. Now all these two paints are both Reeves Fine Artist Acrylic Gold and Payne's Grey. I am using Titanium White, also from Reeves. And I am using Reno Art Crimson Red, which once again has thickened, sitting there for 10 minutes. It is warm here, guys. We are summertime, and the paint is congealing. Where's my water to thin it out? All right. So I'm only going to put silicone in the crimson. Why? Because I would like more crimson, and if the silicone is in the crimson, it can then come up through the other paints. So I'm going to use those 3 in my tin, and I'm going to bring the white in another way. Like dirt droppage. Although I am going to put just a touch of white in the bottom, because you know I can. Why is that? Because it needs to blend. What I'm about to do needs to be able to blend. So I'm going to put some gold, trying not to get the crimson red to touch the white, because you know what, I'm dripping everywhere. That's not a good start. Crimson and white make pink, and I'm wanting a red love heart, not a pink one. Okay, so there we go. And then we need a point. Now someone out there is going, Michelle, it's not how you do a wing pour with your colours like that. I know. That's because I'm not doing a normal wing pour. Now normally with a wing pour you would do it long ways and try and stretch them out that way. That's not my target. Have you noticed? So I'm going to start about a quarter of the way down so that we've got some space to grow. And let's see if I can pour this in a nice thin stream. Can you guys see? Yeah. All right, I'm going to pause there. And then I'm going to come in then pour some white. Tilt that a little. And then keep pouring. And then I'm going to pour some more white in up at the top. And just use my finger just to kind of get rid of that lump. Okay. And when you remove paint and it's still moving, it creates a pull. Sorry about the truck noise. Okay, so next step, I'm going to take some of this extra paint that I put in here and just put some extra paint in the sides there, because I want to be able to push that paint out. Ah! There's pink under there. No! It's escaping. Alright, let's tilt sideways, see if we can puff this out. Taking it up that way. And then bringing it back the same direction. And then up that way. Stretching it out a little bit wider. Okay, we kind of have a heart. Look at that. Okay, I need to get rid of this. This is going to really bug me. Let's just put a little bit more of our positive space. So you scrape out the negative and pour in the positive. And what if you were willing to actually have all energies available, not judge or resist or react to any of them, just choose the ones you like. It's like being at a buffet. and they've got pickled dinosaur eggs, and you're like, ugh. Instead of running away from the buffet, just don't put it on your plate. Choose what works for you guys. I so didn't want you to go off the edge. Please don't. I want you all on the canvas. So we have a heart. How does it get any better than that? That makes me happy. I got a heart. I achieved my target. And we got some really cool cells in there. This area here is just delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Let me zoom you in and show you. How cool is that? Loving this part. Alright, let's see what happens when I torch through and around. First of all, there's air bubbles. I can see those. And we're getting some sounds. Oh, it's bringing up the gold. Yay. Now somebody's been asking, how do I do acrylic pouring without getting cells? Well, firstly, don't put silicone in any of your paints. Secondly, I wouldn't use Floetrol as my pouring medium. Floetrol makes cells all of its own. And many of the pouring mediums have been designed to also do that. So you need to play around with your pouring mediums. Probably your best bet is to aim for the white glue PVA type thing. I so didn't want you going off the edge. What are you doing to me? Not that going off the edge is bad, just I wanted you to be all there. Now, I would really love some of this stuff happening around in here. I wonder whether I need to just add a couple of insy wincy spider dots. So what do I mean by insy wincy spider dots? I'm just gonna dip the end of a toothpick. And just pop it in. Break up that edge. Wiping the toothpick to get the paint off before re-dipping it into the silicone. Trying not to be too even about it. She says going in around inch by inch. This is a 16 by 20 canvas. Alright, let's retorch that and see what it does. So, some of you are like, why did you pick these colours? Yes, red is for love, blah, blah, blah. Well, the Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group, which I set up, is having a challenge at the moment for February, the whole of February. I know the Facebook event only says till the 15th or 14th, but Facebook only lets us put in events for 2 weeks. They're like, no, you can't have a event that lasts longer than 2 weeks. That's not possible. So it is for the whole of February. You can keep posting your contributions and creations for the whole of February. And so the challenge is you must use red plus 2 other colors. Black and white aren't counted as colors, so you can add those in as well. And you must also do a ring pour, because, you know, Valentine's Day tends to be a day when lots of people do the whole engagement thing. Alright. I'm really liking this. Really liking it. So I'm hearing someone say, why are these edge pieces really doing the whole bloom thing and these ones not? The difference is that the white and red, the white and red kind of layered as it pushed its way across the white. Whereas in here, A, it's a different paint, but B, it's also been put in differently. So I think it might also be the different paint. The house paint that I use for the positive space is reacting differently to the Reeves paint. Oh, that gives me an idea. I think I've decided on what I'm doing for my next video. Alright guys, I am going to stop the video here. Bring you down, show you close up, and then let it dry, and come back at the end of this video to show you the dry result. So here I come. Okay, now it looks really orangey red on my camera, on my phone screen. It's a crimson red, it's not orange red. I love this piece in here. Check it out, it is just so pretty. Love it, love it, love it, love it. There are some really cool cells, some really cool swirly bits. It's just pretty. And then as we go around the outside, again, we've got some cool golden red cells there. These bits look like pomegranate seeds, but inverted. And I so wish these cells had stayed on. I they've stretched like that because the paint's running off and it's pulling the cells. And these are those ones that I put in manually. Alright, so there we go, and I will be back to show you the dry result in 3, 2, 1. Pug wuggies and all other expletives that are legal and not offensive. Oh dear, I had this cover over it and the wind blew and it's gone away. What's right about this I'm not getting? We have leaves in here, we have gigantic dents in the paint. What's right about this that I'm not getting? Let's put it up on our thing and have a good look at this. It is almost dry. Well, it's dry around the outside. These bits here are dry and looking beautiful. And then we've got bits of tree. And bits where the paint's been picked up and splattered around a bit by the plant. Ugh, what's right about this I'm not getting? I did take lots of photos while it was wet, but it's looking so pretty. I'm gonna have to do another one, guys. But I thought I'd show you this anyway, because it's Sunday and I needed to give you a video. I'm sorry. Well, what I wanted to tell you is that we're not all perfect. Maybe maybe we just need to love ourselves just the way we are. Love our faults and be an allowance and learn, and you know, that whole question of what's right about this I'm not getting that I've talked about before. It's an access consciousness question, and it's very useful when things really don't go your way. And I mean everything that doesn't go your way, not just paintings that get messed up. What's right about this I'm not getting? What can I learn from it? What can I change? What could I choose different in the future? I love this painting. I think it was cool. Ugh, frustration. Oh well. You know what? There is no right and no wrong. So if there is no right and no wrong, what can we learn from this? What can we change? What was I aware of in the you know, when I was choosing this, what was I aware of? I was aware that I shouldn't have put it there. And if I'd put it where I was going to put it, which was right in the middle of the walkway, it wouldn't have got damaged. Maybe a little bit of dust flew into it once the net blew away, but there was no plants around there, so it wouldn't have got whacked to pieces. I knew not to put it there, and I put it there anyway. Choice creates awareness, my friends. Choice creates awareness. So there we go. I like it anyway. Parts of it. I really like this. Oh, sorry, fingers in the wrong place. I really like this part here. It's just so defined. And then come around this corner here and then it's pretty. I like it. And you know what? I think this stuff here might actually be still wet enough to dip in. I'll be right back. I am not wearing painting clothes, but I do have a cabochon on a stick, and I really like this patch here. So I'm going to go in and see how dry it is and see if we can pick it up. I think it's a bit too dry. Smush it around a bit. No, we left a hole. Holy moly, we left a hole. No, it's not working. Now we have paint all over it, yay! I wonder what that looks like. It's not using a tripod, not easy. I'm going to put it to dry, see how it comes out, and if it comes out alright, I'll show it to you later in another video. Come on, focus. It could work, but then again it might not. We'll see. Anyway guys, I enjoyed playing with it, and if I had let it dry properly it would have come out really cool. So there will be another ring pull love heart thing coming your way really soon. I have a slight variation on the theme to see if it will work different, that I was planning to try anyway. So I'll be back in another video super soon. Tomorrow might be a bit of a different video, but I will be back. See you soon. Have fun. Bye bye.